Hi, my name's Cheryl Alden. I'm from Symmetry Pilates Center in Bedford, New Hampshire, as well as a member of the Swim with a Mission Swim Committee. Like many of you, our local pools are closed, so we're looking towards dry land training to try to keep us swim fit. Today, I'm going to be doing a Pilates-inspired workout for swimmers to help maintain our core strength and stability, as well as to help keep those long body lines for when we eventually get back into the water. So let's go. We're going to start on our hands and knees by just doing some spinal movement. So your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, knees are going to be underneath your hips, and we're going to start with a long spine. So this is cat stretch. I'd like you to inhale. Think length from the crown of your head all the way through that tailbone, and then as you exhale, you're going to engage your abdominals, tuck your tush, round your spine up towards the ceiling until your head has to drop. Inhale to stay here, maintaining that shoulder girdle stability, and as you exhale, lift the tailbone and lengthen out through the crown of your head, breathing in. As you exhale, drawing up on the abdominals, your spine rounds from the bottom all the way to the top until your head has to drop. Let your head be heavy. Inhale to stay. And then as you exhale, lift the tailbone and lengthen out through the crown of your head. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathing in. Exhale, round your spine up like somebody has you from that rib cage, lifting you to the ceiling. Inhale, stay there. Breathe into your tight spots. And as you exhale, lift the tail and lengthen out bottom to top. 1 more time. Breathe in. Exhale, rounding your spine up towards the ceiling. The head drops. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, lift the tailbone and lengthen out bottom to top. So now we're going to work on our thoracic rotation or our upper back rotation. So I'd like you to place the right hand on your head. You're going to breathe in. Spine stays long and neutral. As you exhale, rotate towards your left arm. So feel that rib cage rotating. And then as you inhale, press through that left hand and reach the elbow towards the ceiling. As you exhale, again, rotate and inhale, open through the chest and shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, 2 more, and then we're going to change it up. And inhale. 1 more time. Exhale and inhale. So now just come back to neutral. Keep that right hand behind your head. You're just going to lengthen that left leg. So now, as you exhale, you're going to rotate like you did before. As you inhale, think about reaching through your toes, lifting that leg up as you rotate towards the ceiling. The leg comes down as you rotate towards your arm. Inhale. Keep the knee long as you move from the hip. 2 more. Exhale, feeling that movement through the rib cage. And inhale, open through the chest and shoulders. Last time, exhale, keeping your toes reaching long as you lift. Place that foot down, place the right hand down, bend that left knee. We're going to go over to the left side. So left hand is behind your head, breathe in. Exhale, you're going to rotate towards your arm, and then as you inhale, press your body away from that hand, lifting that elbow towards the ceiling. Exhale, rotate, and inhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, feeling that spiraling of that rib cage, improving that mobility. 1 more time. Exhale and inhale. So now again, we're going to pause and center and extend the right leg, keeping that toe down. Exhale, rotate towards your arm, and then you're going to inhale, lift the leg, reach long as you lift that elbow towards the ceiling. Place the foot down. Exhale, rotate towards your hand, and then lift up. 2 more. Think about maintaining that shoulder girdle stability. Don't sink into your shoulders. 1 more time. Exhale and inhale. And place it down. Hand comes down. We're going to go onto our side, continuing to warm up the spine. So bottom arm, let's just cradle your head with your hand. Hips are stacked and shoulders are stacked. My kneecaps are lined up, and I'm just going to reach my top arm forward. So you're going to inhale, bring your top arm up. As you exhale, gaze towards your hand as you rotate backwards. We're thinking about opening through the chest and shoulders. You're going to inhale, stay, breathe into that top rib cage, and as you exhale, I want you to engage through your core and bring everything back to center. Inhale, top arm lifts. Think about allowing that rib cage to open as you reach through your fingertips. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, coming back. We're going to do that 1 more time. Inhale, top arm lifts. Exhale, really think about opening through your chest and shoulders. Breathe in, maintaining the stability through that front of your shoulder. And as you exhale, using the strength of your obliques to come back. We're just gonna go on to the other side. So again, hips and shoulders are stacked. Let's cradle the head with our bottom hand, top hand's reaching long. You're gonna inhale, bring your top arm up. As you exhale, again, gaze towards that back hand, keeping the integrity of the front of the shoulder. So we wanna go through that tightness through the pectoralis. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, everything comes back to center. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale, rotate, opening through the rib cage, reaching long through your fingertips, inhale. And then exhale, bringing it back to center. 1 more time, breathe in and out. Inhale, feel that nice length through the front of your chest. And as you exhale, everything comes back to center. So now we're gonna go into what's called an ab prep. So like a sit-up, but not as high, because we're gonna try to create stability through that pelvic and low back area. So I want you to try to keep your pelvis in what's called neutral. So your pelvic bones here are shining straight up towards the ceiling. You have a little curve in your low back, but no tension there. I'm gonna have you place your hands behind your head. Just rest them there. I don't want you to interlace your hands. So you're gonna keep your elbows also forward a little bit. If we bring our arms down like this, our shoulders tend to hike up. We wanna just bring them forward about 30-35 degrees or so, just to help maintain our shoulder girdle stability. So on your inhale, I just want you to nod your chin down, and as you exhale, you're gonna lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So now my pelvis stays still, right? I'm moving from my rib cage and my gaze is right over my kneecaps. Inhale, stay, and then I'm gonna exhale, just lengthen all the way back down. Inhale, I'm gonna nod, exhale to lift. Inhale, stay, and then exhale, I'm gonna lower back down. Just 2 more like that, and we're gonna move on. Inhale, exhale, lift. Feeling the ribcage sliding down. Inhale, and exhale, keeping your shoulder girdle stable. 1 more time, breathe in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stay, and exhale, coming back down. We're adding on, we're gonna change the breath pattern. So now we're gonna just do what's called a 2 breath pattern versus a 4. So you're gonna inhale, nod. Exhale, you're gonna lift head, neck, and shoulders up and bring 1 leg up to tabletop. Inhale, lower down. Other leg comes up as you exhale, folding at your hip, keeping your pelvis neutral. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 1 more like that. Exhale, lift. Again, keeping the pelvis neutral, not letting your spine round, okay? Not letting anything tuck under, and placing it down. So now adding on with the leg movement. So inhale, nod. As you exhale, you're gonna lift up, folding at the hip. Stay here. Inhale, reach that leg long. Exhale, bend. Inhale, place it down. And exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Other leg comes up. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, place it down. And then lower down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, fold at the hip. Reach it long. Maintain the integrity of the front of the hip. Bend the knee and place it down. And lower your torso. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, fold at the hip as you lift. Inhale, allow the leg to lengthen as low as you can, but maintain that hip stability as well as that pelvic stability. Bend the knee, place it down, and then lower all the way down. All right, now working the upper back, going into what's called breaststroke prep 1. So we're gonna keep our hands midway between our shoulders and our ears. Pelvis is still neutral, so you want to think about drawing up on the abdominals, legs are reaching long, so nothing from that waist down changes. We're thinking about working the upper back while stabilizing through that low back. Keeping your forearms down for now, I want you to inhale, open through your chest and shoulders. Just feel your shoulder blades gliding towards your spine and the collarbones opening. As you exhale, lift through the crown of your head, extending your chest off of the mat. So think about lifting up with those upper back muscles. Inhale, stay, keeping your long neck. And as you exhale, we're gonna release down. 2 more like that, and we're gonna add on. Keep the energy in your legs. Inhale, open through your chest. Exhale, lift out and up. So my gaze is towards my mat, not forward. Inhale, and exhale, releasing down. 1 more time, breathing in, opening through the chest. Abdominals are engaged, legs are reaching long as I lift my chest off the mat. Inhale, stay. And then as I exhale, I'm gonna come back down. So now we're gonna add some arm work to that. Inhale, you're gonna open through your chest and shoulders. Exhale, lengthen out and up. So now maintain this lift. Feel that strength in your upper back. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, I want you to reach your arms to that power V position. Inhale to bring them back. Again, exhale, reach. Trying to keep the upper back lifted, feeling that strength as you reach those arms, keeping your shoulder girdle stable. 3 more. Exhale, reach. Keep the legs reaching long, length from the head to the toes. Exhale, last 2, and return 1 more time. Exhale, reach, inhale, and then exhale, release back down. So now we're gonna go into breaststroke prep number 3. Our hands are gonna be our hands are stacked, our forehead's gonna be resting on our hands, and we're gonna keep them there as we lift up. So we're just doing a little bit more load. We're lifting the head and hands up. So you're gonna, again, set the shoulder girdle. This time, I want you to lift your head and hands, but just to a nice, long, low line. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, we're gonna come back down. Breathe in, set the shoulder girdle. As you exhale, again, just lift up to a low hover. Inhale, stay. Think about that long body line. And then as you exhale, you're coming back down. 1 more time, and we're gonna change it up. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stay. Keep reaching through those toes, and then lengthen down. Now we're gonna add that arm work again. You're gonna inhale, set the shoulders. Exhale, lift up. You're in a long, low line. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just extend your elbows. So now I'm in that long position. Arms are reaching in that strong V pattern overhead. And then you're gonna bend your elbows and lower back down. Again, breathe in, set the shoulders. Exhale, lift up, low line. Inhale, exhale, extend the elbows, that power V position. Come back and then release. 2 more, breathe in, set the shoulders. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, reach the arms, bend the elbows, and then lower back down. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, lift up, reach the arms, bend the elbows, and release all the way down. So now just push yourself into a shell stretch. So just rounding up and over your thighs, releasing that upper back, breathing in, and then as you exhale, just lengthen up bottom to top. We're gonna go into the swimmer's 100. So the 100, we're gonna be inhaling for a count of 5 and exhaling for a count of 5. Inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouth, and we're gonna do that 10 times, thus the 100. And for the swimmer's 100, we're gonna be flutter kicking our legs versus pumping our arms. So I'd like you to imprint your spine. So now at imprint, we're gonna use the strength of our abdominals to lengthen the low back towards the mat. You wanna maintain that position against the movement of your legs as well as the position of your body. So you're gonna maintain that imprint, then bring one leg and the other leg up to your tabletop position. I want you to think about those streamlined arms. So you're gonna be reaching those arms overhead and lifting up. Breathe in as you exhale, extend your legs long. Now flutter kick your legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in through your nose for a count of 5 and out through your mouth. Maintaining the imprint position of your spine. If this begins to be too challenging, you can always just bring your legs up to a little bit of a higher diagonal, decreasing the tension through the core. I think we've got about 5 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those arms nice and tight. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Keep lifting up. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2, breathing in. Keep looking towards your toes and exhale 1 more time. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, bend the knees and lower down. Just bring your knees in towards your chest, release, grab underneath them, and we're gonna come up to a sitting position. Now we're gonna be going into a half roll back. Sitting up tall, feet are gonna stay down, arms are parallel to this floor. You're gonna inhale. As you exhale, I just want you to round your spine up and over your thighs. So in this position,
Your pelvis is neutral, so I'm on top of my sit bones and my spine is flexed over. I'm gonna inhale, keeping my feet on the ground. As I exhale, I'm gonna open through the front of my hips and roll back, keeping my spine rounded like I'm trying to reach the tag of my pants towards the mat. And then I'm gonna inhale, maintain that shape as I come back on top of those sit bones. Exhale, roll back, keeping my shoulder girdle stable, not letting my shoulders hike up. And then inhale, coming back up and over. Exhale, rolling back, keeping your feet grounded. If they start lifting up, you might be going back a little too far. And then inhale, come back up and over. Couple more. Exhale to roll back, feeling the openness to the front of your hips. And then flex. 2 more. Exhale, roll back. And then think about bringing your rib cage towards your pelvis as you come back on top of your sit bones. 1 more time. Exhale, roll back. And then inhale to come back up and over, and then just sitting tall. We're gonna roll onto our backs, going into the half roll up, and then the full. So you're gonna roll all the way down. Lengthen your legs so your feet are flexed. Legs are about hip distance apart. We're starting in that neutral, and our arms are gonna be reaching by our ears. Keeping that rib cage stable. So as your arms come overhead, I don't want there to be space through that ribs. You want to think about keeping that rib cage weighted so your arms are not necessarily on the floor behind you. Inhale, you're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. This is half roll up. As you exhale, press your arms towards your sides as you lift head, neck, and shoulders up. So I'm still in that neutral. Staying here, I'm going to inhale, just move my arms. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lower down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, my arms float. And then I'm gonna come back down. Last 2 like that. Inhale, exhale. It's just like that ab prep we did at the beginning, right? Thinking about that rib cage gliding down. Inhale, arms move. And then exhale, you lower down. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale, lift. Keep your gaze towards your toes as you move your arms. And then lower down. So now going into the full, we're gonna roll all the way up. You're gonna inhale, bring your arms towards the ceiling, nod your chin. As you exhale, you're gonna roll all the way up on top of those sit bones. So I'm still rounded up and over my thighs. Inhale to start rolling back. Reach through your heels, draw up on the abdominals. Think about lengthening through your low back. Come back to your neutral, and then your arms come back overhead. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, roll up. Try to get through that low back as you roll all the way up. Inhale to start rolling down, and then control the movement all the way back down. We're thinking muscle, not momentum. Breathing in. As you exhale, use the strength of your abdominals to peel that spine off the mat with control. Inhale, you're gonna start rolling back, and then as you exhale, roll all the way back down. We're gonna do 2 more. Breathing in. Exhale, roll through that low back. Find those sit bones. My arms are parallel to the floor. Energy stays in the legs. Inhale. As I exhale, I keep reaching through my heels. Wrap your glutes, draw up on the abdominals as you lengthen all the way back down. 1 more time, breathing in. Exhale, roll all the way up. Find those sit bones. Inhale. And then as you exhale, we're rolling all the way back down. All right, going into 1 leg circle in a shoulder bridge position. So 1 leg circle, we're gonna think about allowing the hip to move, but keeping that core stable. Feet are down, hip distance apart, thighs are gonna stay parallel to each other. So inhale, as you exhale, you're gonna lift up into a bridge position that you can maintain while staying neutral. I don't want you to feel like your back is arching or your hips are flexing. Think about allowing the openness through the front of your hips as you reach the knees long. So keep this position. We're gonna inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, extend it towards the ceiling. So now keep your pelvis and spine stable. Inhale, cross your midline, and then you're gonna circle it around. Like you're trying to trace a circle on your ceiling with your big toe. Inhale for half your circle, and exhale. Last 2 in this direction. Keeping the hips lifted. 1 more time. And now let's reverse it. Inhale, exhale, circle for 1. Inhale, and exhale 2. There's a little pause to complete your circle. 2 more. Breathing in and out. Last time. Inhale, bend the knee. Place that foot back down. Keep your bridge position. Inhale and exhale, extend the opposite leg up. If you want more of a challenge to stability, just bring your arms towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, circle for 5. Keeping the hips lifted, feeling that freedom of hip movement while maintaining that stable pelvic base. Last 2. And now we're going to reverse the direction. Inhale, exhale for 5. Inhale and exhale 4. Here's 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to place my hands down, bend my knee, foot comes down, inhale, stay. And then as I exhale, I'm going to hinge at my hips to come all the way back down. Going now into single leg stretch and then obliques. So again, you're going to imprint your spine, bring one leg then the other leg up to your tabletop, and we're just going to now place our hands behind our head. You always have the option with this one to get that streamlined position with your arms as well if you'd like. But right now I'm just going to keep my hands here, maintaining that imprint. Inhale. As I exhale, I'm just going to extend my leg, and then I'm going to inhale, bend it. Exhale, opening through the front of the hip, maintaining that imprint position. So reaching that leg as long and as low as you can, but again, maintaining the integrity of the front of the hip. Exhale, keeping your shoulder blades just lifted off the mat. Think about gliding that rib cage towards your pelvis. We're going to do 2 more sets, and then we're going to change it up. Exhale and inhale. 1 more set. And last time. So now we're going to work that long body line. So I want you to breathe in. Let's put our arms in that streamlined position and reach both legs out. So now maintain this exhale, bring one leg in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and in. Again, maintaining that imprint, keeping the integrity of the front of the hip, extending your legs nice and long. 2 more sets. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in and reach 1 more set. Good, inhale, both knees come in and then lower down. Going into obliques, we're gonna put our hands behind our head. Breathe in, you're gonna stay, actually, let's stay down for this one. We're gonna start down and come up, okay? So you're gonna breathe in. As you exhale, I want you to flex and rotate towards your left knee as you extend that right leg long. So think about bringing your rib cage towards your pelvis, not necessarily your elbow to your knee. And then you're gonna lengthen down as you bend that knee. Other side. Exhale, rotate, and inhale, center. Exhale, rotate, and center. Exhale, and inhale. We're gonna do 2 more sets, and then we're gonna, again, switch this up a little bit. Exhale, again, think about moving through that core. Keep your shoulder girdle stable. We don't need to bring our elbow to our knee. 1 more time. Exhale and inhale. So now we're gonna start up and just add rotation. So breathe in, exhale, you're gonna lift head, neck, and shoulders up, and then extend both legs long. Breathe in, exhale, rotate, and then inhale, extend. Exhale, and reach. So again, moving from your center, think about keeping the integrity of the front of the hip, reaching the legs long as you rotate, and center. 1 more set. Exhale and inhale. Last time. Exhale, inhale, exhale, bend the knees, and then lower down. Placing your hands down, we're gonna go now into shoulder bridge. So we're gonna start with the prep and then move into the full. Spine stays long. We wanna think about moving from our hip joint, pivoting at the hips, not moving through the spine. So working those hip extensors. Arms are down, inhale. As you exhale, you're just gonna lift the hips up. Inhale, stay, think about reaching long through those knees. And then as you exhale, fold at your hips. So that sacrum, that bone between your 2 pelvic bones, comes down first. And you still have that little curve in your low back. Breathing in. Exhale, lift. Press evenly through the feet. Don't drive into your heels. Think about pressing evenly through the feet. Inhale, stay. And then as you exhale, we're coming back down. Let's do 2 more like that, okay? Exhale, lift up. Inhale. And then exhale, we're coming back down. Last time, and we're gonna add on. Exhale, lift, breathe in to stay, and then exhale, lower down. Now adding a little bit of leg movement. We're gonna inhale. As you exhale, lift up. Now you're gonna inhale, bring your right leg to the ceiling with your toe pointed. As you exhale, flex your foot, lower down. Point your foot and lift for 3. Reach that leg long and low, point and lift. One more time, keeping the hips lifted. Up, bend the knee, place that foot down, keeping your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, opposite leg comes up. Exhale, flex and lower, point and lift 3. Reach through your heel, point through your toes. One more time, lift, bend the knee, place it down. 2 more sets, inhale. Exhale, flex and lower, point and lift. Lower and lift. Last time, and lift, bend the knee, place it down. Keeping those hips high, reach through your heel and reach through your toes. Lower, keeping the hip engaged, right? We don't want to lower too much and arch the back. Bend the knee, place it down. Last set, inhale. Exhale, flex and lower, point and lift. Last 2, and lift. Last time, and lift, bend the knee, place it down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, reach and lift. Lower and lift the whole time. Pelvis is steady. Bend the knee, place it down. Inhale and exhale, fold it, your hips to come down. Now we're just gonna add 1 set of lower and lift. So you're gonna breathe in, exhale, lift. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to bring your right leg to tabletop. Just keep it there. So now you're gonna inhale, tap the tush down and lift for 5. Fold at the hip and lift. Nothing changes in the shape of your spine. We're just moving right at that hip joint. Last 2, and lift. 1 more, and lift. Place that foot down. Opposite leg comes up. Inhale, fold at the hip, lift for 5. Inhale, exhale for 4. Last 3. Here's 2. And last time. Place that foot down, inhale, and then as you exhale, hinge at the hips to come back down. All right, so now we're gonna be going into some side leg work. For now, we're gonna keep the bottom the bottom arm bent. You're gonna just cradle your head in your hand. Top hand's gonna be your kickstand hand. So we want a nice long line. So if you can see your feet, you wanna move them back. And if that hip bone becomes a little uncomfortable from resting on it, I just like you to do a little log roll forward so we keep that glute med, that hip abductor at an advantage as we're doing these exercises. So we're gonna think about reaching the top leg long, core is engaged, drawing up on that rib cage on the underside, just so our spine is more parallel to the mat below us versus curved if we're just hanging out on the mat, okay? So keep that energy in that those bottom obliques. So you're gonna point your foot, reach your leg long and up, pivoting at your hip, and then flex your foot and then lower down. Point and lift, flex and lower. So again, we're just moving through the hip joint. It doesn't have to be very high, right? We're trying to get into that glute med. So you want to keep your toes and knees facing forward. If we start turning out, we're going to get hip flexor and TFL, which we don't want. Point and lift. We're just going to do a couple more and then we're going to switch it up. Last 2, keeping your shoulder girdle stable. Keep your neck long. Tendency is for us to look down, right? We want to look straight ahead. Going into circles, you're going to have that top leg in a hover, go forward and up, and then back and down. Inhale for half your circle, and exhale. Try to balance your circle forward and back. Inhale, and then think about opening through the hip as you reach your leg back. One more time, and then we're going to switch directions. So now you're going to inhale, go back and lift up and forward and down. So imagine a sugar cone. The bottom of that sugar cone is your hip, and your toe is just tracing the outline of that sugar cone. It's not very big. One more time, inhale and exhale. So now we're gonna keep that top leg hovering as we inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your bottom leg to meet the top leg, and we're gonna bring them down together. So inhale, that top leg lifts, keeping everything square to the front. As you exhale, think about upper inner thigh to lift the leg and then lower down. Inhale, exhale to lift and lower. Keep your toes reaching long. You don't want to sickle your feet in just to get those legs together, right? We want to think upper inner thigh. The goal is not necessarily to get those legs together, but that's your intent. Inhale, last time. Exhale, lift and lower. So now we're going to go in both legs together. Breathe in, keep those legs glued together. You're going to lift both legs up for 5 and lower, keeping the spine stable, moving through your hips for 4. Exhale, last 3. Here's 2. One more time. Exhale, lift. So now going into lateral flexion. This time our bottom hand has to be long. Our bottom arm is long, palm is down. Top hand now is going to be resting on our top thigh. We're going to go into lateral flexion and then we're going to add some flutter kicks. So you're going to inhale, set the shoulders as you exhale, press through that bottom hand. Think about drawing up on that rib cage, side bending it towards your pelvis as you lift your legs. Inhale, stay, and then exhale. You're going to lower back down, breathe in. Exhale to lift, inhale, and exhale, lower down. 3 more times. Exhale, lift up. Think about shoulder girdle stability on both sides. Last 2, breathe in, exhale to lift. We'll inhale, stay, and exhale, lower down. 1 more time, breathe in, exhale, lift. Inhale, and exhale, lower down. So now I want you to think about that side kicking drill that we do in the water. So we're gonna breathe in. As you exhale, you're gonna lift up. So now from here, inhale for 5, as you flutter kick your legs, and as you exhale, I want you to rotate your head down like you're breathing out into the water. Inhale, rotate forward for 5. Keep kicking those legs and exhale. 3 more, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last 2, and out. 1 more time, breathe in, and exhale. Inhale, stay, and then exhale, lower all the way down. Okay, we need to do all of that on the other side. Again, we're gonna keep that bottom arm bent for now, just to cradle our head, keeping that neck supported. Legs are reaching long, toes are pointed. Again, look towards your body. If you see your toes, just move them back. All right, again, if that hip is a little bit sensitive, just roll forward, or if you feel like you have a tendency of pulling into those hip flexors, just roll forward so we can get into the proper muscle. Drawing up on that rib cage from below, reach long through your top toes. You're gonna point and lift, and flex and lower. Reach through your toes, and then flex as you lower down. Inhale, toes and knees stay facing forward. Remember, we don't want that turn out of the leg. 4 more, point and lift. Flex and lower, just pivoting at the hip joint and lower. Couple more, point and lift. Shoulder girdle stability on both sides. Last time. Now let's just bring that leg to a hover, point your toes. We're gonna go into those leg circles. So you're gonna inhale, go forward and up, and then exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up, back and down. 3 more. Again, thinking about that sugar cone, trying to balance the circle forward and back of that hip joint. Last 2. And exhale 1 more time. And now let's just reverse the direction. Inhale, back and up, and then forward and down. Opening through that hip, keeping your core stable. Back and up, forward and down. Last 2, inhale and exhale. Always breathing. An inhale flows into an exhale. Now we're gonna go into staggered legs. We're gonna inhale, bring your top leg up. As you exhale, your bottom leg is gonna meet it, and then they both come down together. Inhale, top leg lifts. Exhale, upper inner thigh work, and they both come down together. Inhale, exhale to lift and lower. Last 2, inhale, exhale, lift and lower. 1 more time, breathing in. Exhale to lift and lower. Both legs lift together, breathe in. Exhale, lift up for 5 and lower. Last 4 and lower. Exhale, here's 3. Keeping those inner thighs connected, 2, and last time, exhale, lift. Now, going into lateral flexion. Again, bottom arm is long, palm is down. Top hand is resting on your top thigh, breathing in. As you exhale, stabilize that bottom arm and side bend up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, lengthen back down. Exhale, side bend up. One side could feel very different than the other, and that's why it's nice to do unilateral work, just so we can balance out our body. 2 more. Exhale, side bend up and lower down. 1 more time, please. Exhale to lift and lower. Going into that side kicking drill version. So breathe in. As you exhale, you're gonna side bend up. So now flutter kick your legs. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now rotate your head like you're breathing into the water. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 3, inhale and exhale. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we've got one more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and then exhale. Lower all the way back down. Going into teaser. So now this is another abdominal exercise. We're going to start laying on our backs and our arms are going to be overhead. So we're going to start with the prep first and then we're going to move into the full. So our knees are bent, arms are reaching overhead. So it's an inhale to float the arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lift your head, roll through your low back, and then sit up nice and tall. So in this position, I'm rolled off my sit bones. My chest is lifted. I'm going to inhale, move my arms up, and then I'm going to keep them there as I roll all the way back down. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, roll all the way up, staying behind your sit bones, right? So our core is always working here. Arms come up, and then we're going to exhale, roll all the way down. Now we're going to go into the full. So I want you to still think about that same spine movement. We're just going to lift the legs. Inhale, arms come up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, you're going to lift your head, roll through your low back, then lift your arms. Inhale, lift your legs. Inhale, now lift your arms. And then as you exhale, reach through those toes, roll through your low back, then everything comes back down. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, arms come up. As you exhale, peel your spine off, the legs lift after your low back touches. Inhale, arms come up, and then roll off your sit bones or roll back as you come all the way back down. One more time, breathing in. Exhale, roll all the way up. You're staying behind your sit bones here. Then you're gonna roll your pelvis away from your thighs as you roll back down and lengthen. So now we're gonna add a leg lower and lift. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, roll all the way up. Inhale, arms come up. Now stay here, don't let your spine move. Exhale, lower your legs as low as you can, maintaining that spinal stability. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower and lift. We're gonna do two more and lift. One more time, lower, lift and stay. And now roll down all the way and release. Grab underneath one knee. Now we're gonna be coming up to do swimming prep. So we're gonna do a hands and knees version first. So hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and your spine is long and neutral. So we're gonna try to keep everything stable with respect to our spine as we challenge that stability by the movement of our arms and legs. Inhale. As you exhale, think about drawing up on those abdominals, keeping your spine long, and you're gonna reach your right arm and left leg. So opposite arm and leg reaches away. So think about reaching to the sides of the room, not necessarily up, because we wanna keep that spine stable. So just reaching long, and then you're gonna place it down. Exhale, opposite arm and leg lift, and then place it down. Exhale. Trying to prevent any shifting side to side. And return one more like that. We're gonna just change it up a little bit. Exhale, keeping your good shoulder girdle stability, and place it down. So now we're just gonna challenge that core a little bit more and do it in a bit of a hover. So you're gonna now curl your toes under. Again, think about pressing your body away from your hands. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna just lift to a little bit of a hover. So my knees are just hovering right off the mat, about an inch or so. So same position, same movement with your arm and leg. Breathe in, exhale, reach arm and leg, and then place it down. Opposite arm and leg, reach, and down. We're gonna do one more each side. Exhale, and inhale, last time. Exhale, inhale, stay. Exhale, place the knees down, and just give yourself a little shell stretch. Breathing in. As you exhale, we're gonna come all the way onto our stomachs to do the full swimming. So now, I want you to think about that nice position that you have in the water. Arms are gonna be reaching overhead, so think that power V position. Legs are about hip distance apart or so. Okay, we're gonna breathe in, set the shoulders, reach through the legs. As you exhale, I want you to reach both arms and legs up. So think about that upper back extension. Now stay here. Inhale for 5 as you flutter your arms and legs. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Think length from your fingertips to your toes. Last 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. One more set. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Stay. Reach those arms and legs longer. And then lower all the way down and push yourself into that shell stretch. Again, rounding up and over your thighs. Coming up into a plank position, we're going to go into leg pull front prep. So let's stabilize through our shoulder girdle. Extend one leg, engage the core, and we're going to extend the other leg. On your inhale, keep your body in this long position. Lift one foot up. It doesn't have to be high. As you exhale, you're going to point that foot, shift back at your ankle, come forward, flex your foot, and then place it down. Inhale, lift the other leg. Exhale, shift back, shift forward, and place it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So your body is staying in a long line. We're just moving at the ankles. We get some shoulder movement going back and forth, but your hips are not lifting and lowering. Lower, back, up, and down. One more set. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, back, forward, and down. Now maintain your plank position. We're going to go into a push-up. Down for 3. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and press. Don't lock out your elbows. Inhale, keeping your body nice and long, and press. 2 more sets. 3, 2, 1, and press. One more time. 3, 2, 1, and press. Onto your knees, and just give yourself a little shell stretch. Rolling out your wrists, breathe in, and exhale, lengthen up. And that's it for our Pilates-inspired workout for swimmers. So although we can't get together physically as a community, we can still stay connected virtually. So if you've got any dry land training ideas and that you'd like to share, please tag us at Swim with a Mission with the hashtag #NoPoolNoProblem. Thanks for joining me. Be well.